I'm Johnny Massacre and welcome to the Johnny Massacre Show. Tonight we're going to talk about, well, nothing really. It's not about what we're talking about. It's about who we're talking to. So today we're not going to talk about any news or any shit like that. I thought I'll bring someone on the show, someone very dear to me, someone that I hold very close to my heart, my cousin who goes by the name of James. Let me just bring you over to James. I'm going to open my screen. Hello, James.
What's up, Johnny?
Hi, I just thought I'll try to mix it up a little bit because, to be honest, mate, making this show is really fucking hard because there's never anything to talk about. There's nothing really going on. And I think people just like the sound of my sexy voice. So any excuse to get me talking, I thought I'll just introduce you and talk about our history a little bit. And maybe you could be a perennial character on the show, a returning character to kind of spice it up a little bit where my fans get bored of me.
Okay, we can give it a go.
Don't be shy. You can keep it brief. You give it brief.
I always see you, like, when I talk about it, I always say, like, you're my brother cousin. Because, like, as you know, like, I didn't grow up with siblings. So, I later on, like, have siblings, like, later on in life. Like, half brothers and stuff. But, yeah, I always say, like, yeah, John's, like, my brother cousin. So it's, like, your family, but you're just close. You're like a brother because we just talked about we've basically hung out or spoken and communicated all our life.
Yeah.
Actually, is you don't have that. There's people that have been very dear to me or close in parts of my life, but they're not been in your whole life. Do you know what I mean? I haven't been there my whole life. Just now that you put me on the spot and make me think about it.
Yeah.
So that's it.
What do I usually call you? I don't even know.
Wasn't,
yeah. That's our pet name for each other. It's our cute name for cousin, the Wasn't. This is my Wasn't. So let's talk about something briefly that we both kind of share. So I think some of the people watching this, they're watching it because they watch my rants about Star Wars because I fucking love Star Wars, right? But actually, you're the original. You're the original Star Wars fan. I honestly, I only got into it about 5 years ago. Believe it or not, I was a really late starter. I know it was always on TV my whole life, but
ranting about it. How dare you?
I know.
I like you ranting about it.
All right, so tell me about your kind of feelings about Star Wars and like the toy collections you used to have. Because when I used to go around your house when I was like 8 or like 5, there was loads of fucking Star Wars toys. So tell us about your love and knowledge of Star Wars a little bit. What you like about it?
It's life, dude. Like, listen, so I think I went to see our nan in Germany. I remember being a very small child, and Star Wars it was already about. And I remember getting my first Star Wars figure, and it was this silver robot. It wasn't 3CPO. If people don't know who 3CPO is, you should. Was it? But yeah, it was a silver robot, and I remember getting 1 or 2 Star Wars toys, and it basically started from there. Giving me funny memories because I never think of it. Our gran in Germany used to call it Starwurst.
Star sausage, that means.
Yeah, just like, because I used to say, yeah, Star Wars, and she'd just think, what's he talking about? She said, oh, Starwurst.
Starwurst. Was that Omi?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Omi, God bless, God rest her soul.
Yeah. But yeah, so I used to get all the toys. What does it mean to me? They had a lot of stuff from Star Wars in Germany. So I remember I got that toy, and then I also got this poster, and it was basically a poster the size of my 1-bedroom wall. Well, it felt like it. I was only a kid.
Oh.
It was like this massive wall poster. I've graduated to different kind of art now, but it was this wall poster, and it had like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia. It had this whole battle scene from Star Wars, and it was next to my bed. And yeah, I just remember like going to sleep. So weird. I remember like going to sleep and like just before I go to bed and I just look at this Star Wars poster. And I also remember it was so influential. I remember like having dreams. Like, I used to have these dreams, but it would be weirdly related to like real life. So, I mean, I remember having this dream about being in a Star Wars setting, but I had a motorbike. You know,
cool.
I was a kid, but I was picturing myself being grown and going up and fighting with the Jedis, like fighting alongside Jedis. I think it was the beginning of like, I've got a friend like who said like I've got really vivid imagination, like, and I think those things really opened my mind as a child. Do you know what I mean? It was just like sci-fi creativity.
It's like a whole other world. It's weird because it's only 3 movies, but it's such a fleshed out universe. There's everything. There's like war, politics, religion, romance. Like there's fucking everything. And even the small things, like certain planets are only in it for like a fleeting moment, or like the bar. But it's just all part of this huge fucking world. You can imagine the whole fucking thing. It's amazing.
No, totally. And I was saying, like, just like even like you just nailed it there. You just said like the bar. There's a small, but they had to fly to this planet to go to meet somebody.
Yeah.
This bar. And I guess it's like we're teenagers. It's like, yeah, man, we're going over to East London to go meet Thomas at this bar to listen to this band. But they were flying, dude. They were flying.
Yeah, and that made it so much more exciting.
Who doesn't love that? It's like freaking. They got in their ship and they flew. Like kids today still like, yeah, I've got my rocket ship. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Space. And like the characters were like likable, man.
Yeah, oh my god.
He was the boy, really.
He was the fucking man, Luke.
It's fucking good, mate.
I love it. Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Shit.
Shit. All right, take your time, mate. Take your time.
I think it's got to. I think it's Han Solo, man.
Yeah.
Like easily Han Solo, just because of the character he was. I'm not even sure if he was supposed to like shine Luke like that, because Luke was kind of like the hero that becomes a Jedi, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's quite a big role, but Han Solo was like the dude flying through the galaxy.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, you like them all, though. It's like, you can't, like, then there's Chewy. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody wants Chewy as their friend. There's so many characters. There are so many.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would have liked it. I was a kid when I watched it. I would have liked to have been Luke Skywalker and had the adventure with the others.
Right, totally. Because then you're the center of everything.
It's that calling to an adventure.
Well, I think the thing is, like, Luke and Han, they both have a really, really fucking good character arc. Luke's is more intense, but Han is basically an arsehole. Like he's a solo lone wolf. He doesn't give a fuck about anyone. He's got no morals, he's got no ethics, but he's a fucking bad man. He basically kills people who talk shit to him, and any man who says they don't fantasize about doing that is a fucking liar. Like, every man wants to be able to take care of himself.
I don't know if I looked at it like that, man, when I was a kid.
I didn't, but this is shit I realized later.
Remember, you checked it out like 5 years ago, so you've got a different objective, like you've got a different perspective.
Right. Yeah.
When I watched it as a kid, it was child friendly though, so like I didn't really see him as killing anyone. And the thing is, they were only shooting stormtroopers.
Yeah.
For these faceless, they weren't.
Yeah.
They had robot voices. As a kid, like they had robot voices, and the only thing that makes you know that they were uniforms is that when Luke Skywalker and Han Solo kind of like
rob it.
Them out.
Yeah.
Put on the freaking Skywalker suit. I mean the freaking
Stormtrooper. Yeah, that was amazing.
Putting on a Stormtrooper suit.
That's sick.
Fucking amazing.
It was, and there's a lot of stealth, like, because we played a lot of video games. I don't know if we could even go to video games because that's like a whole other episode. But a lot of the that's like a whole fucking series.
Alone is an episode.
Let's not even fucking go there. But a lot of the games we play have loads of stealth elements, right? And a lot of stealth elements come in Star Wars. There's so many. That's kind of under kind of. It's not talked about a lot, but there's loads of stealthy shit in that movie where they're all like switching costumes and like dragging people into closets and kind of like sneaking around and stuff. I love that part of it. I just want to say, like, I like what you said about the bar, right? And you know, your mates is in a bar as well, but in Star Wars there's a spaceship. So that's the thing, it basically takes really relatable concepts and relatable things that are kind of part of our lives, but then just spices it up and puts it in this cool context. So yeah, there are bars. Chewie's like a dog, right? Everyone wants a dog. Han Solo's got it all. He's got a dog, he's got a fucking car. The Millennium Falcon's his car.
Badass dog.
And a badass fucking car. He's
almost like his weird pet, but he's got a freaking
He's got a crossbow.
I only see in the recent ones when he says, "Can I try them?" Unfortunately, his son joins the dark side.
Oh my god, mate! Don't get me started on the new Star Wars.
I've heard you. I'm okay with it. I've heard your rants and I've watched it, and I know a little bit of what you mean. But because I had it from childhood, I'm just happy there's more opportunity to see more.
See, I wish I was as optimistic as you, man.
That does work for me. But it's just nice to see some stormtroopers getting blasted. It's nice that one of them escaped. One of them finally did something good.
I think this is going to work, me and you, because see, your glass is half full and mine's very much half empty, so we complement each other well. So I want to move on a little bit, because we could talk about Star Wars a lot.
I have to be half full, man. I have to be half full because I've had an empty glass.
All right, mate. Wise words from Wazin. You're gonna plenty more of those to come.
Fill it up, man. We're filling it up.
Fill it up, mate. Fucking fill that glass, man.
Fill up your glass, man.
Don't drink too much, mate. You're fucking mate. If it gets fucking empty, mate, it's not gonna matter because I'll smash you on your fucking head, mate. Knock you out, man.
Actually, on your face, man.
My fucking face coming then, mate. So what I want to ask you is to kind of finish.
People know what the hell just happened there.
Well, I'm glad you. I'm glad you asked, because I would have just glossed over it.
Just how we used to fight each other back in the days.
No, okay, so that's just us taking the piss out of Geordie.
Did they just have a fight?
That's Geordie accents. So that's people from just south of Scotland in the north of England. They talk like that, and there's a few famous people who were from Newcastle, and one of them was Gaza, Paul Gascoigne.
We fucking love it, man.
Yeah, we fucking... Oh, I love it, mate. I got a fucking smile on me face, mate, thinking of those fucking crazy Geordies, mate, sniffing glue on the fucking Grove, man.
You love it, man.
Okay, and on that note...
I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it.
So in light of that, I want to say thanks for joining me on the show, and yeah, I'm definitely going to...
Good.
Yeah, it's cool, right? It's good vibe. Good crack. Fucking great, man. So I'm going to...
Yeah, man, I'll see you again next week, man. Have me on for a minute or two. That'd be great. We'll probably react to something. So maybe we'll watch a video together and react to something, or just talk about a movie or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you, Wazin. So I've been Johnny Massacre, and I tell you what, mate, you better be back for the next video, because otherwise I'll be coming round your ass. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notication bell. On the show just so you come visit me, man. I miss you, man.
I miss you too, Wazin, and we are out.
I talk to the game.